Hey everyone, this video is about why we don't get trip destinations when the request comes through on Uber. Let's get straight into it. So I want to talk about this really briefly. It's really important. There's been a lot of talk about it. You may have heard about it on your socials. We're not getting trip destinations. That's something that's been set aside as a privilege or some sort of incentive, which I think is completely inappropriate, essentially, because there's definitely no reason for that to be the case, that you need to be a platinum member or gold member or whatever it is in order to know which direction you're going in. Apparently it just shows you if you're going south or north or whatever. I think that's an incorrect and inappropriate way of dealing with your drivers, driver partners. So personally, I think drivers won't get any kind of result out of this if we don't unite, if we don't go in. It's got to be like what, at some stage. I don't see that happening anytime soon unless people really pull together and take this message on board. But like the train strikes, they all pulled together. They said, all right, we're not going to drive anymore. Not going to drive anymore until you do what's right. It's not just about what we want, but it's about what's right. And it also is clear to me that it won't affect at all the business strategy that Uber has, because I'll explain. If you're knowing where you're going, you're going to get a small portion of people that are probably going to cancel trips or not accept trips. That's their concern, right? Majority of people will accept it. I can assure you I'll be one of those people. There'll only be certain occasions that I won't, but having that knowledge is key. It's important. It would solve a major problem that Uber currently has, and I don't believe they don't see this. Constantly I get customer feedback. I've had this problem myself when I've tried to order Uber. You get drivers who call you, ask you where you're going, and then they cancel as soon as they're not happy. Or they accept the trip before they've picked you up so they can see where you're going, and then they cancel because they don't like the trip. You'll probably avoid a lot of that. I mean, it may still happen occasionally, but if people know the direction, 100% those kinds of things you're not going to have these massive cancellation rates.